chairs. Are kneeling chairs good for preventing back pain? So you might have heard about kneeling chairs, or well, you might have seen some other people using kneeling chairs, or maybe you've just Googled it at some or the other time. So let's talk about how and why these chairs are useful if you have back pain or you're trying to prevent back pain. So most of the people, well, say about 80% of the population has had low back pain at some or the other time in their life, right? So it is possible that the back pain is caused by your chair or in the posture that you're sitting. So if you're not in a good posture for a number of hours, or say you're in a poor posture for your 9 to 5 job and you're sitting all the time, it is possible that sitting in a poor posture is contributing to your back pain. So one of the solutions that's being suggested nowadays is kneeling chairs. So basically what a kneeling chair does is you are sitting on a seat. So it does not have this backrest. You are sitting on a seat and you are your pelvis is sort of tilted forwards, so you're angled forward, so you're not sitting back against a backrest, you are angled forwards, and your shin bone, that is the leg bone, is resting, the knee and the leg bone is resting on a knee pad or a support. So what happens is this prevents you from obviously slipping forwards, because if I try to sit forwards in my chair like this, I need something to stop me, right, from kneeling forwards, from slipping forwards when I'm kneeling. So if you are one of those who have looked up a kneeling chair at any time in their life, or are looking, I mean, you're considering the option of buying a kneeling chair and you are looking to either manage or prevent your low back pain, then this video is for you. All right, before I jump into the topic, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs manage the aches and pains that come with being a mom. So anytime during your motherhood journey, from pregnancy to childbirth to the years after, if you have spinal and joint pain, that is neck pain, back pain, or even tennis elbow, or any other pains that come with poor posture, or incontinence that comes because of a poor posture or low back pain, I come in and give you simple tips and advice and lifestyle changes that you can implement into your everyday life. And I understand, as moms, we are really busy people, and as working moms, we are like super duper busy. So you don't have a chunk of time to take out for yourself. So this is where I come in with these easy solutions and help you out. All right, so let's go back to the topic for today. Are kneeling chairs good for preventing back pain? So, as we were discussing earlier on, when you are sitting in a kneeling in a kneeling chair, what happens is your pelvis is sort of tilted forward, so you are sitting like this. So the curve of your lower back, the natural curve of your lower back, is maintained, and you are not slouching like this into your chair, because there's no backrest. You cannot slouch. You're going to fall backwards. It just doesn't allow you. I mean, you're not going to fall backwards, but it's not going to give you any support in the back, so you won't be able to slouch when you're sitting on a kneeling chair. So it basically puts your back into a good posture. Your lower back especially stays in a good posture, and our spine is like building blocks. So if your base is stable, anything that's stacked up on top of each, or on top of those blocks, will be mostly stable. It's because try it yourself, sit in a good posture, and then try rounding your shoulders. It just doesn't work. You have to slump or slouch down in order to round your shoulders. So if you've seen your kids play with those Lego blocks that build up on top of each other, our spine works like that. So if you are able to keep your lower back in a good posture, obviously it's going to prevent your lower back pain. And if you have lower back pain, that's one of the management strategies for preventing or managing your lower back pain. So just looking at my notes here, yeah, so the other point I had was, some people say that it also, the kneeling chairs also help with your core strength. This is a little debatable, I think, but I'll just explain why this opinion is out there. What happens is, when you're sitting with that good curve in your lower back, and your core muscles automatically activate to hold you in that good posture, right? So what are core muscles? Basically, they are the muscles. Suppose this, if you look at my pen, suppose this is your spine. There are muscles that are running from like one part of the spine to the other, so from one vertebra to the other. And there are muscles that are like surrounding the spine and in and around on top and below the lower back curve. So they are like a cylinder around your spine. So we are talking about the like the deepest layer of muscle. So you're not talking about the superficial muscle layer that you can see on somebody's back or front. It is the deepest layer of muscle along with the spine. So these are the core muscles. What they do is they do not contribute to the movements. Like when I'm moving around like this, they're not contributing to movement. However, they are stabilizing or holding the spine so that these external muscles around it can do all these movements like reaching out, going overhead, etc. So anyway, I'm not going to go into the depth of core muscles here. If you're looking for more information on your core muscles and how they help and what is their role in your lower back pain, you can go to my YouTube channel. Or if you just go onto YouTube and you type my name followed by core, CORE, it'll pop up with some videos that I've done in the past, and you can have a look there. If you like what you see, you can always like and subscribe. All right, so going back, so they say that some people say that when you are holding your lower back in that neutral position, you're sitting in a good posture, your core automatically activates, and this activation will lead to core strengthening, so core muscle strengthening. So another thing is some people suffer from tailbone pain. So the right at the end of your spine, along your bottom, right in the middle of that, it of your bottom. So that is your tailbone. So some people, when they are slouching, or like if I'm sitting like this, try slouching back into your chair. You'll see how your weight shifts onto your tailbone and that area of the bottom around the tailbone. So some people suffer from tailbone pain, and pain on the side joints, that is the sacroiliac joints or SI joints, which are basically the joints between your pelvis, that is the ring, bony ring around your lower back, and your spine. So if this is your spine and this is, say, the pelvis around it, this joint here is the SI joint. Anyway, you don't need to go into that. If you have pain around your tailbone and in and around your tailbone, slouching may be a reason for that. When you're sitting on a kneeling chair, because you're tilted forwards, it's not possible to slouch, and it takes care of your tailbone pain or your SI joint pain as well. This is especially important for the moms out there, because especially when you've had your pregnancy and childbirth, these are the joints that are under a lot of stress during your delivery. And even if you've had a cesarean section, this is the joint which stretches out so your pelvis can sort of expand for the growing fetus or the growing baby. So, if you're one of those mums or people who suffer from tailbone pain, you can consider a kneeling chair. Alrighty, so that's all I wanted to cover about kneeling chairs. The next video, I'm going to talk about what are the other features you want to look out for when you are purchasing a kneeling chair. And I've been asked to cover a little bit about standing desks as well, so I'll do that as well in the subsequent videos. All right, if you are looking for more ways to maintain and achieve and maintain a good posture, I have done a free training in my community. It's a free community. You can join with a link. Okay, for those of you who are watching me on Instagram, I will leave a link. Sorry, I will, the link is in my bio. For those of you who are not watching me on Instagram, I will leave the link in the description or the comments below the video. So if you have any questions for me, do drop them in the comments and I'll pick it up from there. Alrighty. I hope that was useful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.